Hey guys, hi, hello and good evening. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm your host, Untanglement. That's right, guys. I'm really honored, welcome you guys back, to my channel. How are you guys doing? It should be nice, get back to YouTube, get back to the channel, with new exciting topics. It should be a very good evening and very grand welcome. Guys, and I'm really honored, to present to you guys on today's topic, guys, which is actually regarding the cultured meat. So, guys, when you hear this video word cultured meat, when you the first thing which you think in mind is, oh, what is this guy talking about? What is he truly? Guys, I'll tell you, cultured meat is basically the in-vitro fertilized meat, which is actually the lab-grown meat, which is the meat, which is artificially manufactured, which is biologically synthesized, in a bioreactor, in the chemical, in a chemical laboratory, or rather, you can call it a biotechnology or research facility or research laboratory. Guys, the thing is that this particular meat, this lab-grown meat, is basically the meat, which is actually, which is manufactured, or which is constituted, or which is formulated, in a truly synthesized manner, and without actually the animal, and that reduces that, effort, taken to kill that animal, or which is tremendously sad. But guys, that actually, saves that animal's life, as I can eloquently put. Guys, so what I need to say is that this particular, regarding this particular topic, this treatise, is that, guys, this particular lab-grown meat is basically the in-vitro fertilization of the meat, which is actually manufactured, out of, the cells, which are actually, taken away, or taken in, or which are actually, collected from a biopsy. Done a minor biopsy, which involves just 1 or 2 drops of the blood, and shows that the genetic components or the blood or the genetic components, or all the essential components, from blood, such as stem cells, are taken. And guys, when that particular biopsy is done on those animals, like any type of animal, like might be hen, might be a goat, might be a cow or something. So guys, we all like meat, all like eating meat. With due respect to vegetarians, non-vegetarians, all like meat, and all sorts of, animal flesh products, But guys, the thing is that, just imagine, how great it would be, that particular meat, just came, without actually the need of killing that animal or without slaughtering that animal. So guys, as you will know, that slaughtering the animal, is an extremely, difficult. It's truly devastating, or, it's truly melancholically disconsolated, or, it's literally, what we call dejectful to watch. Something, which you shouldn't watch, if you have visited any slaughterhouse or something, you will see that, the tremendous amount of pain and the tyranny, or the fear, or the hate, or the, what we call inconvenience, which those poor animals face, just for the purpose of getting the meat. So guys, that was just a revolutionary concept, of the in-vitro fertilization of the lab-grown meat. Actually originated back in the good old days, especially in the 1900s, 1910s, if I'm not wrong. I know which was when Dutch scientists, who actually, tried experimenting about the possible methodologies or the soft-technologies of, actually manufacturing the in-vitro fertilized meat, and at a World War, which was at the onset of the World War I. The guys think is that, these all discoveries, really, started taking place, after, especially in this century, this 21st century, especially in the, from some startup companies like Just Meat, or Just Meat, or currently research some sort of companies, there's so many guys that, I feel in retrospect. The guys, my current piece of addressing today is that guys, that particular meat, which is obtained out of these animals, or in information methodology, as we buy it, as we go to the slaughterhouse, in order to buy the meat or something. Guys, potentially, it has, as it comes with a lot of risk, on the environment, like the greenhouse effect, it's like, guys, the emissions and all, which is offering, from all those meat industries, all those slaughterhouse plants, those butcher plants, really, really spoil the environment, by literally disrupting the greenhouse effect. And, guys, the emissions from all those industries are truly high. I mean, the emissions, emissions such as, the plant, which runs on gas, or, which runs on electricity. And, the degree of power or the degree of amount of fluids which are really required, to obtain that liquid meat are literally tremendous, guys. And, guys, another thing is that, it's even a potential threat, to that particular species. Even if that particular species is abandoned, let's take into consideration the chicken, or which is really, this particular species, which is really dominating, on all meat types, or on all meat types, like beef or something. But guys, the thing is that, the great conflict happens when that particular meat, which you want, it comes as it is, but just without the animal. Just without the need of slaughtering that animal, and that can even, satisfy your ethical concerns about the life of that animal, guys. That, guys, you can even save the life of that animal, you even feel that tremendous amount of love and that peace, in you. And if you're spiritual, then, guys, you will definitely understand my point, or my addressing, or my ability from here, and then how great satisfaction we have, when we, let's say, feed a dog, feed a stray dog, or, which we, or when we, feed something, to a poor cow, or, basically, to all animals which we like, or, all sorts of animals, which are friendly. So, guys, that level of, that degree of satisfaction, or that inner peace, which is really indulged in you, or, that particular dopamine, which is actually, secreted, but that's for the peace, that's basically for the inner peace, or, and sense of spirituality inside. So, guys, that is really phenomenal. So, guys, therefore, the thing is that if we really escape this particular need of, actually slaughtering that animals, for that meat, but, guys, a lot of potential threats, or a lot of potential issues, or, lots of emissions, or, lots of what we call, lots of grievances, faced by the environment, or, by mankind, the human soul. The thing is, guys, the most cardinal is, guys, that, the amount or the degree of money, or, from the fact of, from the pursuit of economics, the degree of cost, or, the degree of investment, which is really required, such as to run those industries, or to offer a facilitation and the growing and the nurturing of those meat industries, or those slaughterhouse is really humongous, guys. So, therefore, guys, the thing is that, this particular concept about in-vitro fertilization has already been at the forefront. But the thing is, guys, it is still emerging, guys, and which is to say that this particular thing isn't really, that disseminated, or that promulgated, in the mass of the people. So, therefore, guys, the only one of the most cardinal addressing, which I can make here is, which I can offer, which I can give, or address, is that, guys, I'm not vegetarian or something, but I'm fully trying to be a vegetarian for the spiritual purposes, but it's like for the vegetarians, so for the people, who really, feel melancholic, after an animal is murdered, or after an animal is slaughtered, or after, after you see a slaughterhouse, or after any butcher, who's actually killing an animal. So, guys, for those people, I don't mean to say that this is the only solution, but guys, this is one of the most efficient, or this is one of the most, what we call techno-scientific solutions, which the advent and the aid of the science and technology has given us, and which is about actually, taking a biopsy of a particular animal, and just obtaining a droplet of its blood, or extremely minuscule or diminutive amount of its blood, and then actually after performing the biopsy, then actually taking that particular blood and placing it in a petri dish, and that particular petri dish, which is then sent over to a particular bioreactor at a biotechnological research facility. And in that particular petri dish, guys, that blood droplet, is microscopically examined, for its stem cells, for its internal structure, or for its internal components, like the presence of the stem cells, or the presence of the blood cells, And guys, when you actually, appropriately place it in the bioreactor, guys, those cells, actually start to proliferate and expand and propagate, what we call growth. And guys, it's like that those cells, actually have that sensation that they are still in the body of that animal. And therefore, guys, those cells start to expand. And guys, the resultant is that meat, which we have obtained. So guys, which then undergoes some sort of medical procedures. But guys, that's not even be worried about, if you were just if you're just a mainstream listener. But people, who are literally interested, or who are significantly interested at a depth, or in a comprehensively compendious manner, in this particular tissue engineering, or what we call in-vitro fertilization of the artificialized meat from the stem cells of the animals, and all the biotechnological and geneticists and genetical engineers, or the bioscientists know, for them, at this point, we really hard. By the way, with due respect to them, I wish to share my knowledge. I wish to create a sense of cognizance, or create just enrich your knowledge, or to provide knowledge. And as I said, guys, this channel is is intended to create that sense of cognizance, and sharing love and sending love, and opening for friendships. You guys, getting back to the point of the digression. What I mean to say is that, guys, that meat, which is actually, typical, as we cultivate it in a bioreactor or something, The thing is that, guys, that particular meat is, really, is really useful, even in this particular mainstream, even in this particular meat industry, because the thing is that, guys, that meat, which is slaughter-free, so that all the ethical concerns are actually satisfied. Yeah, despite the fact that, guys, it has to be integrated after a minor biopsy, which is actually taken from an animal, let's say chicken for heads for chickens, sheeps for lambs, goats for mutton, cows for beef, fishes for fillets. That's what I need to say. But guys, the thing is that just after having a minor biopsy and performing all the certain operations, with respect to all the biotechnological measures, you can actually, all for making that lab-grown meat, guys, which is artificially synthesized in the laboratory, and which is then, which is then made, or which is then fabricated, in the bioreactor. So guys, that really, that is really sort of procedure, which is evolved, over the years. And guys, this particular lab-grown meat is, is an absolutely precious concept, it should be, from what I think, it should be implemented, and it should be exercised and integrated, It's just to save those animals, so, it's just to, guys, raise ethical concerns, Because, guys, at the end of the day, who wants animals to be killed or something? Because, guys, the thing is that you can yourself notice, guys, what's the significant, or what's the tyrannous amount of, pain, which is inflicted, by an animal, or, which is felt by an animal, in a slaughterhouse or at a butcher's desk, or in an, what we call, in a meat shop or something, where the butcher, mercilessly, just also the decapitation of that particular, or decapitation or beheading of that animal, even by asphyxiation or something, whatever it is. Guys, the thing is that, that the animal can be saved, guys, with the aid and assistance, or, with the implication and with the implementation of this particular in-vitro fertilized meat, and which is the lab-grown meat, and which is basically the cultured meat, as it is called. So, guys, this particular cultured meat, that should be really, thought of, by the meat lovers and by the non-vegetarians, And it's like, guys, even if you're a vegetarian, guys, you can still pay attention to you can still, look into these things, and, you can raise those concerns, or, you can have a discussion with your friends and all, or, you can, if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, or aspiring philanthropist or industrialist, and you can probably, hope for the institutionalization or the incorporation of a particular lab-grown meat industry, wherever it is, might be an agglomeration Bangalore, agglomeration Delhi, or agglomeration Mumbai, or agglomeration Kolkata. So, guys, this can really be helpful in that matter, guys. So therefore, I intend to share it. Guys, the thing is that part of the point of addressing this, guys, that animal should be safe. I'm not against eating meat. Like, I myself used to eat meat back in the good old days. Like, now I have, now I'm staying from meat because of for all those ethical and spiritual reasons. But guys, once lab-grown meat is on the picture, or is on the plate, or when it's institutionalized, then, guys, I don't think there is anything, which should actually restrict you from eating that meat. Yeah, and it's fine for one particular thing, guys, that the cardigan serum, which is actually required, for the nurturing of those stem cells, is actually the fetal bovine serum, and that fetal bovine serum is actually, is extracted, or it's acquired from newborn calves, from a cow. As I have researched, guys, they actually, take that fetal bovine serum and they extract it, when a particular cow is getting slaughtered and when her calves are being born. So, guys, that might be an zone or an area of disconsolation, or a tremendous pungent sadness or something, or offensive feeling. But, guys, the thing is that nowadays a lot of research is being constituted, even personally from my side. Being a student, being an engineering student, and being an aspiring student researcher. So, guys, that the research is being constituted by multiple scientists and geneticists and IIT engineers, and great scholastic academics, so just to opt for, finding in particular different sort of growth medium, apart from the fetal bovine serum, so that the calves can, there is no need, to extract it from the cows, and which can save those animals. So, guys, a lot of phenomenal things in this particular matter are happening, guys. So therefore, guys, what I mean to say is that these all things about meat and non-veg, guys, it should be. I mean, obviously, obviously everyone likes to eat non-veg chicken or something, The thing is that, guys, that animal should be saved, guys, because at the end of the day, guys, that animal is also a living being, guys. Even it has feelings, it has emotions, it has thoughts. Obviously, I take it for I grant that those animals cannot talk, or they cannot express their feelings. But, guys, the thing is that even they have that right to live, guys. And, guys, I really call upon the like-minded people, and I even consider those animals to be potential living beings, guys. Like, I personally used to have pets, guys, back in the good old days, I have had fishes in fish tanks, like, people in my family even had dogs and all, so therefore, guys, I developed a great flair towards the animals, and even for veterinary science and all. But, guys, what I mean to say is that, guys, even those animals have a right to live. So, guys, we can eat meat, guys, for that particular evolutionary or the pioneering way, by the consumption of the lab lab-grown meat or the cultured meat or the in-vitro fertilized meat. So guys, in that manner, that animal would be saved. Or if you're thinking about the fetal bovine serum, which is extracted from the cows when that cow is slaughtered, which is really bad for that cow. But the thing is that, guys, moralistic or esoteric research expeditions or even research expeditions are taking place, which are often, for the education of what we call another type of growth medium, which is really helpful, for the proliferation of those cells, or for the manufacturing or the fabrication of the lab-grown meat. And therefore, guys, these all things, will really come into picture. And therefore, guys, what I need to say is that, guys, that this thing, should truly be taken into consideration. And guys, that's my address, to all the viewers, who are listening from wherever. Like, with due respect to anyone, and with due respect to vegetarians, and with due respect to non-vegetarians. Like, I personally used to be a non-vegetarian. Now I'm not eating meat, due to those ethical reasons or for spiritual purposes. But once, guys, I get once that particular lab-grown meat is successfully institutionalized in our country, guys, that I don't have any reason, to abstain or to avoid eating meat. And that's what even, guys, if you know, guys, used to be a vegetarian. That's why the Buddha emperor and our guru and our Priya and our, soul, our soul god, patron, goddess of us Indians. Therefore, yeah, as I said, Shivaji Maharaj used to be a vegetarian, guys. Even Rani Lakshmi Bai and Maharana Pratap used to be a vegetarian. Therefore, guys, I'm not talking about veganism or the promotion of vegetarianism. But guys, I am about to create a sense of awareness or sense of cognizance, to opt for all these things, and such that, this particular cultured meat is, actually successfully institutionalized, is cultivated, is nurtured successfully in our country, and such that the animals are saved, and no animal is, and those animals are saved, or animals are not getting killed. Because even those animals have the right to live, guys. So that's what was my point, guys, and I'm about to conclude. Guys, the thing is that, so therefore, for all the young minds, or for the young viewers, or from the people from the students fraternity or students community, all the boys and girls out there, who are listening to this video right now, from any place, wherever you want to be, in the United States, in Europe, or in Japan, or wherever you want to be, normally. My address to the viewers is, guys, please, please do, research about this. If you're really interested, or, please, take it into consideration, Like, it's not a forceful submission or something, but it's just a friendly act of request, or appeal, to all the viewers, guys, lab-grown meat is really a great concept, guys, and only for the fetal bovine serum, which is extracted from the cows, that particular thing, deserves, obviously, that deserves an erudition, academic erudition. But guys, the thing is, academic erudition, is just to opt for finding a different suitable growth medium, which is truly vegetarian or which is truly plant-based. So, by the way, there is even plant-based meat and chicken. You can try it out. Because, whatever it is, the issue of the fetal bovine serum can be solved, guys, if we get a support, from you guys. Not just for viewers, but for everyone, in this country or in this world, or, all the listeners. With due respect to everyone, I'm feeling honored, to welcome you all guys, to my channel, and, please do like it if you really are for these things, and, please do hit the subscribe button, please do subscribe it, it's just to, to be acknowledged, and, please do, hit the bell button, such that you're not missing your page, guys. Please do even share this. And guys, with that, I'm going to conclude. I'm going to bring salvation to our Sri Shivaji Maharaj, and this particular issue of lab-grown meat, or slaughterhouses and all, it will be discussed in a consecutive videos ahead, and therefore, guys, that's all. So my whole intention was or is, to create a sense of completeness and cognizance, or the opting for the proliferation or propagation of the knowledge, for all my friends, viewers, all my friends, citizens, or my brothers and sisters in India and abroad. So that was my point. And guys, this is Shintamni signing off, from you at the moment. And guys, wishing you a very nice day, very nice evening, and I wish this particular Lab.GMeat is, fairly understood by you guys. For any suggestions and recommendations, please do let us know, by emailing or something, or by commenting below, and I'll soon, let you know regarding all the contacting details, just to convey your views or some sort of modifications if you wish, which should be done by me, or whatever it is, guys. Please do let us know, and I'm at your mercy, guys. Please do, please do consider those things, and it's for the good. It's for the good of all those animals, and basically for the mankind. So that's what I wish to promote, or propagate that goodness, or that nice things, about Lab.GMeat and about saving those animals by actually, not abstaining non-veg, but eating Lab.GMeat. And if you really want to abstain non-veg, you can go ahead, guys. So that was the point, guys, and see you guys. And see you guys. And great salvation is Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. I hope you guys. See you. Bye, guys. See you.